Hey everyone, my name is Kumo and this is my reaction to the 7th episode of Sora no Otoshimono, or Heaven's Lost Property. And the last episode, we finally had the introduction to Nymph, I want to say her name is, the blue-haired angeloid, who's apparently like a next generation one compared to Icarus. And she just kind of showed up at his Tomoki's place one day, and he's just like, what are they breeding? Why do I keep getting more of these things? Where is my peaceful life? I could have swore I had that not too long ago. But yeah. And this somehow transitioned into like a beach episode. I'm not sure why. I think there was like a lottery or some other kind of contrivance for that, but anyway, I'm not going to complain to a beach episode. Never going to see that from me. So, the beach episode went the way you would, where you would think it would went, with lots of pictures being taken, which we got to see in the ending theme, which was cool. And they played volleyball, they swam. We saw Icarus like walking on the bottom of the ocean, as she does. And apparently she doesn't know how to swim, because I know there was a scene later where Tomoki was trying to teach her. We got some flashbacks of Mitsuki showing how she didn't know how to swim in the past, and she ended up almost drowning later, but Tomoki saved her. And yeah, Nymph, I'm not gonna lie, I don't fully trust Nymph. I think she has some kind of agenda that she's not telling us, because she didn't really give a real good reason as to why she was down there to begin with. And in that scene where she was like supposedly being harassed by some guys, and you had Icarus use her like defense mechanism thing, like I saw a smirk there. Like, yeah, she's definitely up to no good. That's my theory so far. I know that's not exactly a specific theory, but anyway, let's get into the next episode. As usual, there'll be no audio or footage of the anime used in the reaction for copyright reasons. There is a timer in the upper left-hand corner, and subs below me to help you follow along. Let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Just leaving her behind. And she's still here. Of course she is. Yeah, is Nymph gonna... Yeah. I'm almost positive Nymph is gonna go there as well. Possibly with Icarus, but Nymph is definitely going. She's not gonna just hang around bored in the house. Looking at their chests, I can get behind that. I'm sure she wants to be the Tomoki. That's kind of the important part. Yeah, there's a bit of a conflict there. And we get the opening. And it's kind of funny seeing like Chibi Icarus next to not Chibi Nymph. Especially since I'm pretty sure Icarus is taller than Nymph. Her name is Nymph, right? I'm gonna double check that, yeah. Names are always a difficult thing when you're doing commentary over a show because, you kind of want to know the names. Otherwise the commentary is always a little bit awkward. But, when you're watching several shows this season, every show has at least 5 or 6 important characters who are worth remembering. Sometimes some characters refer to them by their given name, sometimes by their last name, sometimes by nicknames. It's pretty crazy. And that's not even bringing up that foreign names are usually harder to remember in general. And I'm just kind of filling dead air during the opening at this point. Oh yeah, last episode we found out Icarus can, retract her wings. That's Sugata music. Oh wow, this story. How appropriate. Yeah, the story of Icarus. Yes. Yeah, that's the joke. Or the reference, at least. That would be nice. So that took him a while to ask that question. But of course, she left before he could. The cute new girls. Why was cute in quotations? Yeah, of course. Classic. 3 if you count the watermelon. It does look like it has a name tag or something on it. He clearly has not watched enough anime if he's surprised by this. You probably should keep those wings hidden. Both of you. You probably shouldn't go in mastering class. I like how the wing thing was mentioned after the fact that they were cute. Priorities there. His peaceful life just disappears more and more every day, doesn't it? I think you just gave away that you know them. Or you're just a guy that kidnaps new cute transfer students. One or the other. You wouldn't. Exactly. He just needs to learn to go with the flow. I mean, the wings have to come out somehow. That's always a thing that they manage in these kind of anime. Normal. That should be in quotations. Now you're asking for the impossible, when their very existence is out of the ordinary. Yeah, leave it to her. Australia, not even once. The place where everything tries to kill you. She's got this. Yeah. I imagine Nymph is kind of a smart one, though. Though she doesn't seem to be taking notes at all. The birds. Regular birds, not panty birds. I don't think she's listening. So I was right about her being pretty smart. I figured she would be kind of in contrast to Icarus, who can't do math to save her life. You shouldn't say that. It is cute that she's so determined to be helpful. I wouldn't give Icarus a knife, like, ever. I wouldn't give one to Nymph either, but for slightly different reasons. I don't think it's gonna go anything like that, Mitsuki. Yeah, for that reason, if nothing else. Probably go in to get ingredients. Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, there you go. That whole do nothing out of the ordinary thing does not seem to be going too well so far. The teacher just rolls with it. Meanwhile, Mitsuki's handiwork. Yeah, don't worry, nobody saw it. You really shouldn't do that, Nymph. Very rude. Oh, sheesh. That's not safe in the slightest. Yeah, there's also that. Of course, she wouldn't know about smoke alarms and everything. You could say that. I'm sure she can handle that. Not even looking at it. Poor Mitsuki. Oh. So she can do math. English class. This isn't ReZero, it's not an APA. Just say Ringo with an English accent, she won't know the difference. She is pretty cute when she smiles, even though she's quite clearly up to no good. Looks like they're on a date there. I mean, more or less. Of course they do. Cute transfer student girls. I'm sure they are. I knew something was missing. She hadn't said anything rude yet. And unless they're into that kind of thing. As if I'm watching Blend S. Meanwhile, she's not having a great day. A childhood friend really shouldn't compare herself to the new hotness. It's never gonna end well. Man, if I was standing behind Nymph right now. Okay. I assume some angeloid magic is happening here. Icarus Sensei. Surprisingly. uh, Apparently everybody's here. I would take that class. I vote for Mitsuki. But apparently they have other plans. I would not take her word for it. Don't believe her. This is not going to end well. That is a really nice shot, though. Peer pressure, peer pressure. You know, if they had different music playing, this could be construed as a bullying scene. Trying to get their classmate to jump out of a window. At least they gave him something. I don't think it's gonna work. Would make an awesome Halloween costume, though. This scene. Hey, you got some pretty good air. I still think it's going to be more like falling with style. Yeah. Rest in peace, Tomoki. At least he didn't die. It was mostly plot armor. Yeah, just don't tell your master to jump through windows and it'll be fine. I like how he hides under the blanket right afterwards to hide his embarrassments. Yeah, I run right past them to the important characters. Does remind me a little bit of Tolovru, the way they have clearly, you know, alien-like transfer students, and people know this and they just kind of roll with it. And we do see a birdcage like at the end of the opening theme, so there's obviously some symbolism with that. Oh, jeez. After one day. Meanwhile, Mitsuki doesn't have a single one. Yeah, that's the proper thing to do with them. Their feelings were, this girl's cute, I want to go out with her. That's about as deep as it goes. Probably not. Well, that's going to take a while. Not everyone is evil like you are. I know, right? And probably evil. You had to be gay not to think that. Okay, that one he had coming. Yeah, good job hiding your happiness about that fact. Not that he would pick up on it. Again, not exactly normal. Yeah, the sun's setting and they're still going through those letters. The two of them are alone. That's not good. Of course. It almost feels like it's going in a romantic direction. I know it's not, but... Uranus Queen. You know, the glowing... Yeah, like... Doki doki. I mean, I would be more than happy to show you. And the episode's over. Is she gonna keep that waterman with her for, like, the entire series? She does look surprisingly good in a lab coat, I'm not gonna lie. And why were they carrying a boat like that? Oh. And now it's not even showing Icarus anymore. There you go. If it's important to you, don't drop it. He's just walking as a goat. There's Sukata. And the other characters. Who I guess finally caught up with her. I mean, I guess that tells us why she's there. So, that was the 7th episode of Heaven's Lost Property. And yeah, this episode we had 2 cute transfer students. And of course, they're in Tomoki's class. They used their mind control and whatnot to make that happen. And yeah, it was pretty much near the end there, but we found out why Nymph is there, to retrieve the Uranus Queen, which I find that name funny because I'm apparently 12. And yeah, she also apparently has like restrictions placed on her memories and stuff, which is why she seems so, like dead inside compared to Nymph. I'm curious about Nymph's master, like what her deal is, like why she wants, Icarus, but I'm sure we'll find out eventually. It was really cute seeing Mitsuki try so hard to be helpful for, the new transfer students, but it just didn't work out at all. And to nobody's surprise, Icarus and Nymph were very popular amongst the boys in school, so they open up their shoe lockers and a flood of love letters come out, which Icarus was determined to read, all of them, like it was sunsetting and they were still at it. Of course, Nymph was just there because she wanted alone time with Icarus so she could do her scanning on her. And, yeah, it was hilarious seeing them try to, blend in with the class, which, I mean, they were sitting there in class with their wings out, so it's not like they were trying that hard to be subtle about it. And, of course, seeing Tomoki attempt and fail miserably to fly was pretty great as well. Luckily he survived. A lot of people wouldn't be that lucky. But, plot armor and all that. But yeah, Sukata really is just a really cool character. Like, I don't know why he couldn't be the main character, but, oh well. So yeah, let me know what you thought of the anime. Which thought of my reaction in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. And if you want to see my reaction to the next episode early, you can do that by heading over to my Patreon. And I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.